fellow Ambazonians. Today na number 19 for the month of March 2019. My name na Capo Daniel. This one na my daily podcast for una. Good news idan come. Good news idan come Ambazonia. Finally, Dr. Nyi, the Vice President of the AGC, idan break that good news for the big victory we don't get them diplomatically. For the first time of our history as a people, we have international partners now that are willing to support our quest for independence. Dr. Nyi, the Vice President of the AGC, make this big announcement yesterday. Say we'll get wonderful breakthrough. On the 29th of this month, the Spanish government that invite the AGC for come get an official government visit, state visit, for get a working session for 3 days for see how they go support our quest for independence. For another news, Dr. Nyi also talks say the American government then schedule a meeting with the AGC for New York, as well as another meeting go there for Washington DC for sit down and talk with about our struggle. This time no be for lobby and for talk about how people they die, but now for campaign for seek Americans backing for the independence of Ambazonia. Wonderful news, wonderful news. Also, Dr. Nyi also explained and said the European Union, their parliament, he then called the AGC for Dr. Ayabachomi, they can shoot down for Geneva, tete-a-tete. The AGC go address the European Parliament. This time not for those talk about the debt, but for appeal for independence for the British Southern Cameroon, so that we can have Ambazonia people who are here for una mob.
Now, coming forth, from this week, we'll be having a series of meetings. The cabinet of the governing council of Ambazonia will be meeting. They'll be meeting international partners. We'll be meeting our international lawyers. I had briefed you that we had engaged international law firms and communication firms to bat on our behalf. If you see the Undersecretary of State going to Cameroon endeavor, we are not going to make that public, but that is a fact. Also, next week, we'll be going to Spain for a 3-day state visit, and we'll be having nationalists represented. And that 3-day visit will be broadcast live on TV, and our own activists will also cover that event. It's one of its kind, it's the first. And at this point, I can assure you, there is no person that is going to call and sabotage it. That's why I'm bringing it out public, because we've made our partners understand our revolution, and they know the enablers within us, they know the sabotage and the spoilers within us. After next week, the week that follows, we'll also be having a meeting with our law firm and U.S. administration in New York and in DC. And that's the week after next week. And then the week after that, that will be the 11th and the 12th. We'll be meeting in the European Parliament as well. So there are lots of things coming up. But the meeting is only by nationalist liberation movements and influential and experts in the field of diplomacy, in the field of finance, in the field of law. We have picked up Ambazonians, or we have called on Ambazonians from different walks of life to accompany us in this mission. So going forward with the Ambazonian Governing Council, we will go it with a coalition of the willing, and we've made our partners understand that. So if there is anybody organizing his or her conference anywhere, and it involves enablers, we will not attend. But we are open to work with any other group that stands for independence, that know what they are fighting for. It is unbelievable that at this time, 3 years into the revolution, some people still have to organize conferences to know what they are fighting for, or to come out with a point, or to come out with a plan on how to discuss with La Republique when you don't have the necessary power, or what we call the vantage point to negotiate with La Republique. Dear Leslie, so I've just come up to elucidate on this fact. Also, going forward, we will not shy from our responsibility to talk on behalf of Ambazonia. We will not shy on our responsibility to make sure that spoilers, to make sure that saboteurs, to make sure that enablers don't come in again and confuse us as they confused our parents or our forefathers in 1961. And we've also made it clear to the international community that Ambazonia will not be hook-winged with options that go nowhere. That at this point in time, it's not 1961 where our forefathers were fooled to either choose to join one or the other for independence. At this time around, we are wiser than before. So we are taking no chances with the sovereignty and the independence of Ambazonia.
Country people were had the glad and would look forward. Say these endeavors, this diplomatic contenderhood, it will bring us closer more than ever before towards achieving our expected goal of independence for the British Southern Cameroon. As the news that they enter camp, the biggest group for the ASC, the IG, their group for their military win for ID, the group then say they go decide for abandon the IG for join AGC, the ADF of Dr. Yabacho. Would they receive messages from the generals of the Sword of Ambazonia? Say they then decide say they go join Dr. Yabacho, then prosecute this struggle for our independence. This will be the best way forward, because this is, according to them, this is a decision that has been in the making. So una here for una self waited and talk am.
Nami, Commander Police for Sword of Amba, the talk. With the behalf of all the generals and commanders in Sword of Amba, we are very, very happy for what you people have been doing to us. We appreciate it. But one thing that is left, now say, we'll be very, very angry because we don't come to realize, say, if we not join to Ayaba, we na ADF, it no go better for we. And we, the commanders and generals, we don't shit down for Ground Zero. We don't see difficulties where they for Ground Zero when we not get arms. It be worried. It worry we too much. So, I beg the council for Sword of Amba, make the try she done, because we don't discuss about this issue for back. But now the thing don't vex with too much. So we don't she done just a few months ago with General Spirito, Commander Dio, Commander Kostrobu, General Divine, General Godi. We decide say now we go join ADF, because ADF not the only do am, not the only talk for mob, but it do am. We see how we ADF it do am for Ground Zero. All camps where it concern ADF is well equipped. So the earlier the better we join ADF for we forget arms, it will be good for we. So we plead for our leaders them for Sword of Amba, may they rise up, they think for we for join ADF, the earlier the better. So all commanders, generals for Sword of Amba, I dey talk for the behalf of all them now. So we don't rise up for CC, we go join ADF for fight this fight.
We don't try for contact our ADF contacts. They don't confirm, say they don't get the audios and they don't get the requests from the Sword of Ambazonia, their commanders from Ground Zero and those in the diaspora, but they will get to us very soon. It was long coming that Ambazonia have to realize that the only way we will get independence now for we for use the most efficient manner, the most efficient way to go. We need political alignment. We need everybody to come together around this contenderhood so that we can go forward. The consensus have always been there that the AGC has been the most consistent as well as the most credible group now around. We hope that people can come around it. Just like Dr. Santos said the other day, why not even listen to him?
Take the revolution and turn it into a basket-to-basket offering, and with no strategy. It is now why should Ambazonians why should Ambazonians be wrong to say Dr. Cho Ayaba is the best person? Why should they be wrong? There is the same like Akeremuna and the other, and with Barrister Sama, they stood in front of the Constitutional Council and told the chairman of the Constitutional Council that if they cannot listen to the plight of the stolen election of Kamto, then Ambazonians are right in calling themselves Ambazonians and that they want their own country. It is the same in this scenario of me saying that if this is the kind of politics that Sako has taken this revolution into, then Ambazonians are right to call Dr. Cho Ayaba His Excellency. They are right, or the Commander-in-Chief, because they don't see a strategy in you. All what has come out as strategy is lies upon lies upon lies upon lies, using money to buy things to replace rubber guns, to replace sticks, using them for luxury in the United States, and using them to pay one surrogate against another, using them to pay people on keyboards to change their names and be on paychecks and go after Dr. Santos and go after almost everybody, go after Ray Baba, go after everybody that was a little bit brought into this revolution somehow by His Excellency Seseko and cabinet. Two people, Comrade Sako and Comrade Chris Ano, have to apologize to the Ambazonian people for what they have done in this revolution. They have to come out and tell the truth. They have to come out with and also announce what they have done in destroying the good cabinet, the beautiful cabinet that was inherited from His Excellency Seseko. Although the original cabinet was adopted, but there were good people who were working behind the scenes, who were truthful, that have been used and dumped, kicked and fired, resigned or not resigned, castigating them, robbing them, promising them death, threatening them, inviting surrogates to change their names from various kind of names to go after you on your platform. As I speak, they are here.
That was Dr. Nicolas Santos. The sad thing is, I've heard, we have been talking about this for a long time for us to unite under the IG. It hasn't just happened because there was no political will, and Sako and Chris Ano, they had just sabotaged everything. But in any way, we are going forward. We have to move forward. A lot of water have gone under the bridge. We have had progress. Actually, we have a leader now that is leading the struggle, leading our charge, making unprecedented gains. These are landmark victory for Ambazonia. With the international partners of the AGC, independence is on site. We can now speak in places we couldn't speak before. We can now demand for independence directly without lobbying and breaking the conscience of international partners through NGOs, hoping somehow they will feel pity. We can now speak directly. We have countries that will be able to speak directly to the institution that matters. So we are hopeful, we'll hold grass, we'll move forward with a new political alliance of the willing to prosecute this struggle and make sure it arrives in an expectant end. This is what we owe those who have paid the ultimate price. We owe our people who are going through the school boycotts and the economic boycotts. We have to stand on pragmatism, not about love and hate. You look in America, the voting of Donald Trump is a pragmatic decision that the American people make. Give us progress. Lead us in action. Progress, and then we follow. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. May our independence be forever. May our freedom be forever. May this revolution be short. God bless you. Bye-bye.